What would you say to someone who is a little shaken by the fact that there's different accounts of the first vision and that they don't always exactly agree in their details?
I'd ask them why. In other words, a person who has that point of view is making some assumptions about knowledge. We could use some examples. We could say, what do you think about the accounts of Jesus' ministry and resurrection? We have a variety of accounts of that, and they don't match, right? John has a completely different view of the Passover, the last week of Jesus' life, than Matthew, Mark, and Luke. Well, we could say either, well, that means I don't believe any of it. It's got to be bogus. Or we could say, maybe there are reasons for that I haven't thought about yet. We would want to encourage this person to not assume, right? Seek knowledge and don't stop at assumptions. Don't assume that what you think you know is knowledge. Ask it questions. Ask questions about memory. This is what you and I do every day. I'm a total believer in Joseph Smith's first vision accounts. I know them well. You know them well. It's simply not the case that people who know them well lose faith in the vision. No less than Stephen Prothero, who was a highly regarded professor of American religion, not a Latter-day Saint. He wrote about the first vision. He says he'd be more skeptical if Joseph produced these carbon copy accounts throughout his life, as if he were conspiring, than if Joseph just produces, spontaneous ones like the 1835 account, or these really labored written processes like 1832 and 38, where Joseph starts off by telling us, I don't write. Right? The first thing he disclaims in both of those is, don't hold me to a higher standard than you can. He feels obviously incapable of recording and writing something that defies all description. So we can decide to interpret Joseph as authentic and trustworthy, or we can decide from the outset that we're hostile to him and we don't believe anything he says. Well, that tells more about us than it does about the documents.